As we prepare to celebrate the 245th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence, and to carry out once again this year the public reading of our foundational document, one statement history recorded from the classical philosopher popularly known as St. Augustine comes to my mind. He said, quote, "Nations must be understood and assessed by what they love supremely, rather than by such factors as the size of their population or the strength of their armies." End quote. The world out there has no doubt whatsoever that America's supreme love is freedom. However, such concept of freedom can only be understood in the light of the legacies of the Judeo-Christian covenant between God and mankind. The current crisis of freedom in America, therefore, goes to the very heart of the Republic and all that the America experiment stands for. And the results of this present crisis, many believe, myself included, will most likely be proved as decisive as those of the Civil War. As I have been teaching for over a decade now, Americans need to clearly identify the origins of this crisis if they ever desire to interrupt it. As I wrote in my book, The 57th Man, Retracing the Road to America's Freedom Revolution, it is crystal clear to me right now that the source of the crisis is that fact that the American society for almost 100 years now has been instructed to shift their loyalties from the principles that shaped and built the American Revolution to the seductive and dangerous assumptions, narratives, and policies of the French Revolution. And the divide is now probably irreversible. As the renowned Christian British philosopher, America-loving Os Guinness stated in one of his books, echoing Jesus' declaration quoted by Abraham Lincoln that a house divided against itself cannot stand, quote, "America cannot endure permanently half in 1776 and half in 1789, end quote. The land of the free has been astonishingly bewitched by ideas and ideals that owe nothing to 1776 and everything to 1789 right now, the year of the French Revolution that devastated the entire world. Do America-loving citizens realize the contours of the future of their country following this shift? What is the right way up for the American society, and who defines what is the right way up? Are Americans really willing and deeply committed to return to the ancient paths, as Prophet Jeremiah instructed his people to? Our founding leaders cannot be resurrected. If the greatest experiment in freedom in human history is to continue, their ideas and the roots of their ideas must be recovered. We must be today the leaders who should replicate those ideals. But for that to happen, we need to understand both our identity and the identity of the foreign and domestic enemies of freedom. For that, I have the honor of inviting you to join us in the 6-hour course, America's Covenant with God, the painful effects of moving away from politics led by godly principles to principles of politics led by raw power. The course will take place at the headquarters of the Nehemiah School of Government at 3603 Humboldt Avenue, Midland, on June 19th, June 26th, and July the 3rd from 9 to 11 a.m. The course is offered free of charge, but we welcome and appreciate any donation you can freely give. Please share this message with your family members, friends, colleagues, and whoever else you believe will be interested in learning how to more deeply love and fight for this nation of covenant. We look forward to seeing you here, and may the Lord bless you and yours.